President in name only, Joe Biden blasted as catastrophe for United States after week of gaffes. Welcome back to Mystery Truth. Joe Biden has been termed as a president in name only in a scathing piece which blasted him as the weakest and the least powerful holder of America's presidency. The 46th United States president has often found himself in embarrassing positions over the last few years for making awkward statements and often putting the White House in the soup. During his recent visit to Poland, Mr. Biden seemingly insinuated that the Russian leader be ousted from the Kremlin. Speaking about Vladimir Putin in his keynote address, he said, "For God's sake, this man cannot remain in power." The statement led to a dramatic escalation, forcing the White House to intervene and issue a justification about the POTUS statements. Writing on The Telegraph, Allister Heath said his embarrassingly downgraded role became obvious last week when he suddenly veered off script during his keynote address in Poland, ad-libbing of Vladimir Putin that for God's sake, this man cannot remain in power. It was a dramatic escalation, a clear and simple message that no reasonable person could possibly misinterpret, and yet the White House appeared not even to ask him for permission before clarifying his statements. Biden's people, who are supposed to work for him rather than the other way around, immediately denied that he was calling for regime change. They claimed within seconds of his speech that the words he uttered didn't actually mean what he obviously intended them to signify. Mr. Heath continued bashing Mr. Biden and said, "America is in desperate need of a determined and visionary leader, but has found itself stuck with an ineffective, erratic, and gaffe-addled figurehead." Joe Biden is United States President in name only, the weakest, least powerful holder of that office for over a century. He isn't America's de facto chief executive, let alone its commander-in-chief. He is, at best, non-executive chairman, even if polite opinion in Washington is desperate to keep up the charade that the buck stops with him. A recent United States election poll found that former Republican President Donald Trump would beat Mr. Biden by 6 points if there was a current election. In the polls conducted by Harvard CAPS Harris, 47% of the respondents said they would vote for Mr. Trump if he ran in the 2024 election, compared with 41% who backed Mr. Biden. The vice president received 38% of the hypothetical votes, while Mr. Trump had 49%, 2 points higher than he'd score against Mr. Biden. While Mr. Biden has made his intention to run for a second term known, Mr. Trump has repeatedly teased a 2024 bid, but has yet to say for sure if he will mount a third presidential campaign. Calling his presidency a catastrophe, Mr. Heath concluded, "The fact that Biden is in office but not in power has given his party's hardliners free rein to wreak havoc. His presidency is turning out to be a catastrophe for America and a calamity for the rest of the world. For how much longer will we have to put up with this travesty?" he asked. Wow, what a scathing piece. Do you think President Joe Biden is as weak as this man claims? Do you think President Biden has not gotten his moves right? Starting from what happened in Afghanistan, currently what is happening in Ukraine, and other exterior policies, international policies. Do you think Mr. Biden has gotten it wrong? Do you think President Donald Trump would have done better? Or do you not want to see President Trump in office anymore? Whatever you have to say concerning this, drop your comments in the comment section, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much.